how engagement is important in the lives of employees in organizations, and how do we connect with the organization by emotional and rational commitments. And we also give you one exercise in the morning. If I have to credit in your bank account 86,400, what will you do? How will you spend that much money? I don't want those six students who were present for my first lecture to answer. They know the answer. So I want others to tell me, how will you spend your money that is given you pukkat as a pocket money in your life? 86,400.
I will invest in something which will give me returns further.
Okay, Adnan, how will you spend 86,400?
I will try to invest in something which will give me better returns later.
No returns, no investment, guys. You have to spend that money for your use daily. Daily in your bank account, I'm going to deposit 86,400. How will you spend that money? No investment, no this one. You have to spend daily.
So I'll buy food for myself and gym equipments.
Okay.
Charity.
Who is that doing charity? How much?
30,000 maybe.
Sir, don't you want their account numbers?
That I have. I'm going to deposit now only. But I want to know how I'm going to deposit. How will you spend that money?
I don't need that much money if it's not useful for my future. I'll spend it on charity and stuff.
Yeah. If you don't spend, I'm going to withdraw that money from your account. That's it. You won't get, you have to spend it.
I'll make sure people around me are well fed.
Okay, every day?
I mean,
every day I'm
maybe
going to deposit in your account 86,400, and every day you will spend like that?
no, someday I might just treat myself.
Okay. What about Veda? How will you spend Veda? I'm going to give you 86,000.
Sir, I'll go for shopping.
Okay, one day you shop. What are you going to buy in 86,000?
First day I'll buy a new phone. The other day, next day I'll buy some clothes.
All Louis Vuitton.
And the following day?
Party.
Not thought of it, sir, because
Nidhi, you tell me how you're going to spend.
So I've not thought of it, but I guess I'll be doing something that I haven't done till date. Like I'll help out myself, follow my passion, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something for my passion.
When you got so much money in your hand, daily 86,400, and is given to you freely, and you have to spend it, and if you don't spend, I'm going to take it back. And it's not good for you if I have to take back. What will you do, guys, with your life with a lot of money? Anybody? Yogi Raj.
So could you repeat your question?
Okay, you know what I'm trying, I don't know whether you understood what is the point I was trying to drive. Anybody could guess it? What does it mean, 86,400?
I was confused about why such an why 86,400 only.
Yeah, can you speak a little louder, Adnan?
Why 86,400 only? Why not 86,000?
Yeah, that is a fixed amount. That is the most generous you can be for a person daily. Yeah, anybody guessed it? What is it, 86,400? Okay. Can I ask Manoj to share his experience?
86,400 is the amount of seconds we have in a day.
Wonderful. Who is that?
Sumedha, sir.
Yeah, please give a big hand for her.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, 86,400. That is, you have, all of us in life have 86,400 seconds to live. And if you don't get engaged with this 86,000, then you know what you are going to miss in life. The question I'm asking you, how you as a person getting engaged in life with 24 hours? How do you manage your time? What do you do in those 86,400 seconds in life, or it's 24 hours? What do you focus in life? How do you engage in what? How much time and what degree that you and me get engaged? And why this is important for us is that, our life has to be purposeful, to be engaged. I'm not talking about you as an employee. I'm talking to you as a person, that you and me have a 24 hours equally given by God. And how do we get engaged in these 24 hours daily? And if you don't do it, it's gone. Lost opportunity. Right? We all realize that how engagement is important for us.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, let's go now. Can I ask you a question? Why employee engagement is important in an organization? Guess your own ideas. I want you to talk out of the box, think differently, think crazily. Why you think employee engagement? Suppose you are an employee in an organization, why it is important for you to get engaged in the organization? Can some of you share your thoughts on this?
Every moment that you spend, sir, should be worthwhile
Okay.
in terms of value enhancement, in terms of productivity, in terms of achieving your organizational goals, and holistically, you should be able to get from your organization and give to your organization in totality in that 24 hours that we're talking about.
Okay, but who is benefiting?
Both have to benefit.
The organization as well as the employee.
Both, yeah.
It's a mutually beneficial. Okay. Any other thoughts? Abdul?
Yes, sir.
Why it is important, employee engagement in the organization?
There is benefit for both, for organization and for employee both.
Okay.
Employee will get the experience from that his work, and the organization will get the benefit that they hire for that job. I think.
Okay. Sumedha?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Why you think employee engagement is important in today's fast-moving, this VUCA world, VUCA business world? Is crumbling down. And mind you, for the next 1 year, it will be a great disaster. Let me tell you, sound you right now, because of recession after this corona.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So employee engagement, I guess, for optimum usage from the employee, and the employee also should get maximum benefits from the organization.
Okay. Right. Anubhav?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Anubhav, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Actually,
Can you share
right
your,
now,
yeah?
so actually, right now I only joined the session, so I do not have much idea about this.
Okay. Any other person? I would like everyone to get engaged during session. It's not my session. I want everyone to be fully engaged, not 100%, 200%. That is your productivity from this session.
Sir, I guess, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Sir, I guess employees' engagement will definitely improve their performances, which will give better return on investment that is made on the employees.
Okay, very good point.
May I?
Yeah.
So I believe when an organization actually engages an employee, we get to know what an employee actually wants. So like
Okay.
satisfaction is also a part of employee engagement only. So once we engage the employee in an towards the organization goal, we get to know what the employee wants, and then we can also work to achieving that.
Okay. Wonderful. Any other thoughts? Anyone? Aditya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Can we see the next slide? Why it is important? Employee engagement. First of all, it connects people around. It connects people. You are connected to your own colleagues in the department that you work or in the team that you are, through which you are going to connect with the organization. And this connection is very important for us. Through this connection, we build relationship in our personal and professional life. We stay connected. Please write down the point. Connecting dots in life is important. Connecting dots. Please, some of the things please write down which you can further explore. What does it mean? So employee engagement is very important in a personal life as well as professional life. There's only one thing is important for us, that we need to get connected. Not only in relationship, but in every aspect of our activities. You get connected with your group, you get connected with your business, you get connected with your family, you get connected with the customers, you get connected with your senior management. Okay, so that is very important for having a connections. Okay. The next important aspect of why it is important, I can see the next slide. Employee engagement is the foundation of sustainable business by which you become a competitive advantage to the organization. Very important, each word. You are a cornerstone. You are part of the team. And for success, for achievement, every organization looks for success in everything what they do, whether in profit or in a growth or in a expansion or employee growth, employee reward, and continuously sustainable means it's not, it's gone, it's a continuous basis it is. So this is another important aspect why employee engagement is important. Please stop me in between in case anybody has a question to ask. Okay. What do you mean by sustainable advantage or competitive advantage? What is competitive advantage? Very important, this term as a management students.
Staying ahead of others.
Being ahead of others in everything. Even in our life, that I as a manager, I'm as a future leader, I need to be always stay competitive in life, not competition. I need to be always build my capability, then only I become a more competitive. Okay, can we go to the next slides? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to read it. If somebody has any question, then we'll discuss on that. Is it readable for everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay. Is clear? Any explanation required for the first point, second point, third point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is clear, everyone?
Yes.
More value addition, why it is important in organization, what does it mean being an engaged employee? What does it mean your performance? Your performance matters. Which is that company? High performance delivered is their punchline. High performance delivered. Which is that company? Which is that organization? Their punchline in life is high performance delivered. Anyone?
MRF.
Any other names? High performance delivered. And their ambassador is Tiger Woods. Which organization is that?
Accenture.
Sir, Accenture.
You're right, Nidhi. Right. So performance matters in employee engagement. And high performance matters. And Pumbaa is known for that high performance as a brand. Let me tell you, that's my experience. You're the greatest guy getting into Pumbaa, and it's been a great stories where I hear from past students. They're consistently doing a high performance and getting rewarded. Okay, right. Let's go to the next slide. Guys, are we in the same page?
Yes.
Okay, so there are some importances there. Again, the main thing is why it is important. It's for a sustainable growth, for a good growth of the organization, growth of the employees, for the high performance, for the high engagement, for the high or a very, very kind of a joyful relationship and connecting with the organization. That's why it is important. So we'll go to the next level is the types of engagements. What are types of employees you have found or heard about it? What kind of employees are there in the organizations, and can somebody share? So going back to the campus, there are very bright students, okay, meritorious students. There are some students who are with distinction. There are some students with first class. There are some students with average performance. So these are the type of in the academic that we can assess students. They are high, very bright and the best. They're also in the second level or the third level. The best, the good, the bad. I don't say ugly, okay, but they are all good. In Puma, they are all good. So also in the organization, you'll find there are different types of employees. And the different types of employees have a kind of a different level of engagement. Remember that. There are maybe, you just think of an organization. Let's talk about, anybody can suggest one organization? Name?
Let's go.
Aditya? Any name of the organization you're...
So let's take Accenture.
Okay, Accenture. Okay. What is the earlier name of Accenture? Anybody? What was the original name of Accenture? It was renamed.
So it was some consulting, something consulting.
Yeah, right. What is the first name?
So something with
Anderson Consulting.
Anderson Consulting.
Very good. Very good. Who said that? Anderson?
Chandrasekhar.
Yeah, good, Chandrasekhar. So it's Anderson Consulting, Accenture today, okay? The big giant organization. And they are very clear in terms of engagement of their people. Okay? They will tell, do or die, don't ask me why. In terms of engagement, let me tell you that. But that's why the punchline is high performance delivered. And you know, their ambassador is Tiger Woods. Okay, he's a guy, one time was the greatest performer, you know, a billionaire he was. So let's learn now what kind of employees are there in the organization, what kind of employees are engaged, how organization keep the employees engaged. So there are 3 types of employees engaged in the organization. Actively engaged, actively disengaged, and third one?
Passively engaged.
Yeah, I think, yeah. These are the 3 types of employees you will find in the organization. Now I want each one of you tell me, we are going to study this. Who is this actively engaged employee? What do you think? Can each one of you tell me what does it actively engaged employee means? Any of their characteristics or any of their, you know, their qualities? I want everyone to say one quality of the actively engaged employee in the organization.
So maybe the mid-level manager.
One by one, please. Productive.
So I think it's the employees who come up with their own inputs and ideas.
Okay, so innovators you are talking about, right?
Yeah.
Those very creative people are actively engaged people. Excellent point, yeah.
High performers.
High performers are highly engaged and actively engaged employees.
Motivated.
Excellent.
Motivated people.
Coming in, please.
Motivated employees.
Motivated employees, self-motivated. Highly motivated employees are actively engaged employees. Excellent point. Any other?
So maybe the senior level management.
No, we'll not go for that. You know, levels of management, you know, is because of roles and responsibility. Doesn't mean that if you are become a senior level, you are, you know, sometimes you are a performer, non-performer. In some organization, senior level people have a strategic decision making, you know, decision making power. So, but I don't know how actively they are engaged.
Or maybe the marketing and the sales team.
Yeah, you can say that. Yes, in marketing, because you have taken marketing as your specialization.
No, sir. But they're very creative, and they're the ones who actually.
They are on their toes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, they have to be on their toes, marketing and sales guys. And if you are not engaged with them, finish. That's a good point. Yeah, any other?
Innovative, sir.
Yeah, people who think out of the box. They are actively engaged. They come out with the new ideas every time, with a new kind of innovation. Okay.
Supportive.
Supportive managers are actively engaged. Emotionally affectionate people are highly engaged people. Very seriously, very loving people are highly engaged because they're always restless. They want to do something. They're restless in life. They don't
Kind of
sleep
risk
in
takers.
They don't get bored in the afternoon lecture. Sometimes I have chosen only afternoon, in the, they don't get bored. They're always
sir.
alert. They are very smart, actively engaged people.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's learn some of the new, some of my inputs I want to share with you. We'll go to the next slide. Okay, guys, this is important. Actively engaged builds are builders. They are builders of the organization. They have a growth mindset, not negative mindset or positive mindset, a growth mindset. Okay, they don't compromise. They always try to do best of that. So my thought this afternoon for each one of you is, are you the best? Can you claim yours? I am the best in the world. And then you're actively engaged. You're highly engaged. You can say yourself, yes, today onwards, I'll be the best person in the world. And you are. If you're not realized, maybe today from this session, you will say that if you're actively engaged in life, whatever you do it best in life. And you are a builder in that. Because you are very clear about your role and expectations. And you are a very high good performer. You won't compromise. You don't get easily give up. You always strive to do better. You got a fire in your belly. That is passion. The food doesn't make you happy. The fire in your belly, the fire of learning, the power of doing something great, that's active engagement. Can you think of somebody in your life who are highly actively engaged people from your industry who has transformed the business, transformed the organization? Can you think of somebody? The recently one great manager died just 2 weeks back. Okay, he transformed GE. Who is that?
So the TCS guy?
No, not TCS. I'm talking of GE, General Electric, chairman of General Electric. He transformed GE from a zero company to one of the top company in the world, the best place to work in the world. Who is that person? Anybody? He recently died at the age of 84. He was the chairman of GE Group.
So Mr. Rob?
Some other names?
Larry Culp.
Jack Welch. Jack
Oh,
Welch.
yes, that's right, Jack Welch. I want each one of you go and please Google about him. He is a person who engaged everybody in the organization and, actively engaged and transformed every employee there, as a single leader. And the first time a leader, when he dies, he was in the headlines in all the papers all over the world. What is G today is because of him. Sheer because of him. And he founded one leadership institute called Jack Welch Institute, Leadership Institute. And he was grooming the future business leaders. Okay, let's go to the next. This is important. When you actively engage, you stay with the organization. You're intensely, be part of the organization. When you actively engage, you say to the organization, you give ideas, you suggest. Okay, you feel one with the organization, and you give consistently, you see a positive energy flowing in you, right? And you strive to grow with the organization. A very important, this concept, engaged employees. They stay with the organization, they don't quit. Okay, but the trend is different today, guys, especially today's youngsters, I'm not pointing about this one, but I'm sharing my experience that everybody gets bored up after 1 or 2 in the same organization. They have to move on. Is that the trend today?
Even in HR industry?
In every industry.
Okay.
Let me tell you, when I joined, any organization joined, I worked, I think my profile you will have soon now. I'll share with you in that my profile is there. What I want to say that I already told my CEO, look, I'm going to stay 5 years. That's my commitment to you. And I'm going to do my best, whatever you want. I'll do my best in those 5 years. I give my 500%. But if you don't like me, you can tell me in 1 hour, Emmanuel, we no more require your services. Move on. So I am not served any organization less than 5 years. In my career of 25 years, I served only 5 organizations, and each organization put 5 years. That is the minimum a HR person can put it to transform an organization, not in 1 year, 2 years. Okay, let's go to the next point. Whether how many points we have, the recruitment. Okay, recruitment is a time to identify a person's, you don't get all time. There are different people out there in the organization, with a different kind of mindset, with a different kind of attitudes, with a different kind of their motives. So you will find in every organization, not engaged people. For the sake of example, I want to give you, look at our government organizations. Look at the kind of service they provide for. Are we happy?
No.
How many of you are happy with the PSU banks?
No, sir.
How many of you are happy with the State Bank of India service to the customers? What is the experience you have in traveling by trains, or the kind of courtesy the employees provide? What kind of experience you have when you visit a government office for any kind of services you require? Do you get that prompt service? Do you are happy with their service, or you only have to pay bribe and get the job done? Have you seen that kind of people in the organization?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they only work for money. They're not engaged people. They are really not engaged in their life. Their purpose is contractual. I'm going to work 8 hours. You pay me 8 hours. Not looking beyond that. So there are cases that in my experience, I know that time many employees, they don't want to work during daytime, but they want to earn more. After 6 o'clock, they want to work for another 2 hours because they get overtime. You heard of this overtime in the organization?
Yes.
If you work extra hours, for every hour of work, you get double payment. These kind of people actually are there. So these are not engaged people. They're less engaged people. The fact I'm trying to drive that in the organization, all types of people are there. Highly engaged, not engaged, and less engaged. Okay. Right. So can we also say, for the sake of, like you guys are very, very interested in coming and attending the session, but I see only, how many are there? Only around 18, 20 are there. Am I right? How many are there?
20.
Yeah,
20.
that's all. So that is 20% of, about 20 or 15, 20% of the total number of students. Just to give an example, I'm not saying anything. Some people don't want, or they are not able to reach out. Okay, but just to give you an example, I'm emphasizing the point. Let's take the next slide. Okay. Actively disengaged. Okay. Right. Cave dwellers. Okay. They are zombies in a modern term. They are virtually they are oppose everything. They don't want to support. They always criticize. They're part of are they part of the solution or are they part of the problem? They are part of the problem, not part of the solution. These are the kind of employees. Okay. Actively disengaged people also called manipulators in modern term. They manipulate. They show you as if they are working very seriously, doing everything. But in fact, their heart and mind is not there in the workplace. Okay, and they try to sabotage others' work. They are manipulators. Okay, kind of manipulative, passive behavior, that's actively disengaged people. Don't appreciate what the organization is doing for them. Okay, let me tell you, I had this kind of experience in my one company where I had to deal with the union people, union leaders. Union leaders, they are chosen by the workers, but these union leaders used to, give them a lot of promises to get elected. And in our company, for union leaders, they demanded that we have to help our workers, so we don't want to work. And they were given an exemption, 2 hours per day exemption. But in fact, these people would never work. Their daily duties were not at all they were attending. They were always saying that, no, I have got that complaint to address, I have this work to do. Somehow they have to get away. Because they were union leader, they have been protected and they were indemnified. Okay, you can't take action against them as per the law. But these are the actively disengaged people who would never support the organization growth, but they will only support worker demand. They will always used to demand only, all demands, better salary, better package, better food. But in terms of giving their best, they won't do it. Okay, but these nowadays this is not possible. If you don't work, you are asked to go. Okay, anywhere it is. So the times have changed, things have changed. Everybody has to deliver, everybody has to work, then they get paid. So just give you one example of disengaged employee. Any questions so far? Can we go to the next slide then?
Yes, sir, I have one question.
Yeah.
While recruitment, you shouldn't hire people who you feel are actively disengaged or partially engaged.
That is true. That is true. See, as I said, in the organization, even in the recruitment time, it's difficult to check every credentials of yours. Okay.
Yeah.
It's difficult, let me tell you. That's why HR role is important today while recruitment. That is the first role. If HR fails, the organization fails in the organization. If you ask me what my experience as a HR professional, guys, I was given only one KRA in the organization. And that KRA was to reduce attrition from 20 double digits to single digits in 2 years. So I focused on only selecting the right people for the organization. Okay. And I brought down, I achieved my KRA in 2 years. Okay. First year it was 9%. Second year it was 6%. Third year it was 3%. That's what organization wanted me. So I put all my efforts only to hire the right people, highly engaged people. Now, how did I do that? I had a process for that, recruitment process. So what is my ratio? To hire one person, I used to interview, my ratio was 1:100. So that is what efforts you have to put in. Investment in the recruitment level in the beginning. Then later on, you need not worry. Later on, I didn't have any problem. These people stayed in the organization. As I said earlier, they stayed, they strived and said in the organization. They will become every part of the organization. Okay, good question. Am I answered your question?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Any other?
So I have one query.
Yeah.
So in an organization where I have worked, there were many workers who were working since too long, like 30 years or 40 years.
Yeah.
And as you told the characteristics of highly disengaged people, they were amongst those.
Yeah.
How do we deal with those?
Okay. Are they workers, or are they staff, or are they managers?
So they were workers.
They were
And
workers.
yeah.
There is a process is there to initiate any kind of issues workers take. For example, a performer is not performing. Okay. He has to be given a first verbal warning. Say, guy, you are not performing. If you don't perform, it's difficult for you to work in the organization. Then you give, let's take another example of, workers normally take leave, during vacation or during, they're all workers are from farming community. They suddenly disappear because they want to do that farming also. They don't even inform. So what we do, we used to call them up. Oh, no, I'm a very urgent work, but we can't remove them. So in the process is there, first of all, we should give them warning, verbal warning for not coming to the office regularly. Second warning, writing warning, warning in writing. If you again repeat this kind of, we'll take action, only a threat. Thirdly, we used to give them a show cause. Look, you have been consistently absenting from the work, and because of that, your performance is, going down. You're taking a leave without any approval, without any permission, also without any kind of authorization. We used to create that kind of a, record for an employee. And finally, we used to charge sheet him. And charge sheet is the last one, because once your person is charge sheeted, that means he has to defend for all his bad performance. Because that is the law. Indian labor law has given us a direction how to remove an employee if he's a non-performer, or he's not only for performance, for any other misconducts. Suppose a worker abuses his boss. Okay, it's a serious misconduct. So we used to deal with accordingly. But what happens, in a manufacturing worker, they have their union. They will protect, however bad the worker is. They will make the management life miserable in different way. They have got a different tactics and all. One of the tactics is they used to threaten the manager, of that worker. I know once I was told, "Tu baar aa jao, tumko dikhata hu, sikhata hu kya karne ka hai." This kind of a physical threats were there. But eventually, the law protects the employee. Also, the law protects the employer. Okay. As per you go by the law, you can remove the employee. So there are mechanisms to deal with a non-performer, especially the workers who are protected by laws of the land. There are 44 labor laws in our country by which you can't touch a worker. But a manager like you, future manager, they can give you notice, okay, go home. And they'll give you 1 month notice, whatever, 2 months, 3 month notice period, and they can tell you to go home. There is no much protection. I hope I answered your
Yes,
query.
sir.
Some clarification, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So let's go to the next level. Who are those people who are, what are the signs of disengagement? What kind of people are those who don't want to disengage? Let's go to the next slide. Okay. Okay. Can I ask you to go through quickly the critical signs of disengagement? Okay. Excessive absenteeism and tardiness, poor quality of work, not involved in any kind of a gathering, getting engaged with the people, not a team player. Okay. Okay. Lack of appreciation by the bosses. Always a complainant, always complains. Okay.
Sir, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Sir, the second point, it says poor quality of work. Isn't
Yeah.
quality of work subjective? I mean, like he may be performing to his level, but it's not according to the level of the organization. Then what we're supposed to do, sir?
Good question. Let me tell you, and then this poor quality of work depends upon many reasons, many contexts. If you're given a work which you don't like, you are demotivated to do that job, right? Or you are doing very good job, but your boss doesn't appreciate you. I want to share with you one case, so you understand. Let me share with you one experience. I joined an organization, IT organization, and on the first day only, one project manager and came and told me, Emmanuel, I want you to, sack this my team member, and he should be out from the whole day before 5 o'clock. I know, I'm sorry, yours is the first day in the office. He's unwelcome for you, but I'm sorry, please remove him. Okay. So I said, okay, right, who is that person? Let me know. Okay, you send him to me, I said. Now this person, I took at least 1 hour to be his friend. However, he was not at all friendly. When I asked some questions, he wouldn't answer. Then, I offered him all kind of soft, being very helpful. I gave him a cup of coffee, had 2-3 cups of coffee and all that. Then I asked his background, everything. I checked everything, his credential, where he studied, what did he do. Amazing. He was a gold medalist from IIT Powai MTech. Okay. And he had 6 years of hardcore IT professional he was. And he was very good. I mean, his credentials showed very good on the paper. But this person joined at a very high salary, and his performance deteriorated after joining 2 months. And his boss was not bothered. For him, performance matters. He never bothered, what is he doing, what his personal life is, how he is, nothing. So he broke down in my office. He literally broke down. That was a big task for me to handle him in that one. Then I asked his personal question. I want to talk to you, some personal question. Can I have your permission? Can I ask you some question? Okay. The first question is asked was, I knew something, is related to relationship. And I softly asked that question, and he cried because he just recently got married. After 3 months, his marriage was failure. The girl was a girlfriend in his college days. Okay, after the marriage, they just walked away from each other. Okay. Now, the manager didn't know all that stuff. He was only expecting high performance from this. But because of his personal problem, the crisis he was going through, his productivity became 0 from 100% in 3 months. Okay. So I listened to him. I said, you go back, just relax, don't work. Then I spoke to his manager. A manager is always aggressive, you will know when you become big managers, when you lead a team, especially in IT organization, they're very, very aggressive. They have a tied to delivery, tied to goals, the customer, a lot of pressure from the customer, and you have to work on your toes. So, but he was aggressive because he was not at all, I got some feedback from other team members also. They were not happy with him. So to deal with this kind of managers, I found I had to go very soft. Then I when he became aggressive, then as HR people also become aggressive in terms of raising your right questions. So I asked him, guy, are you married? So he asked me, why should I tell you whether I'm married, I'm a single or whatever? Why should I tell you? That is a problem. Did you have a fight with your wife? Why should I tell you whether I'm going to fight or what is that's my personal life. I have nothing to do with your personal life. You have nothing to do with my personal life. We are all professionals. Then I came to the guy, do you know your team member has been suffering for the last 3 months? Do you know what is he going through? Why his productivity is going on? That's not my business. That's exactly the business. If you are a manager, your first responsibility is to understand and support your team members. So cut the story short, I want to tell you that I had given them 3 months. Okay, I sacked I told the manager, if you're not going to do that, I'm going to sack you. He gave me some heated this one, questioning my authority to sack you. Of course, I had the mandate. If somebody misbehaves, somebody is not, aligning with the organization values, mission, and all, they are not fit for the disengaged employees. But in 3 months, they turned around. I mentored them, I coached them, and they become good for each other. The productivity eventually improved. And he got back to the girl who walked away from him. You need a lot of mentoring for that. You need a lot of support for in that kind of a personal crisis. So to drive your point, your poor quality of work also depends upon your own mental health. When you are happy in life, you will be able to give a happy delivery result. If you're not happy, your whole work, your performance, whether in your academics or in your corporate, also matters a lot. Okay, in this kind of cutthroat competition, companies won't care whether they want because they are paid for that. So performance is very, very contextual. It is not subjective sometimes, because of organization environment also impacts performance. Okay. I hope this experience sharing of mine was some maintains that poor quality of work.
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Next slide. Whether can we go to the next slide? Okay. I want to skip this one. I'm going to share these notes to you. Some of the important things. If there is a mismatch of your factors in your life, that also, okay, matters a lot. Okay. What is important at the workplace? Your hygiene factors. Okay. Your connectivity, right? For your good work. Okay. For example, DreamWorks and Google, these company, for them important is relationships at the workplace, the boss and the subordinate relationship, very important. Okay, let's take in a career progression. In hotels like Hyatt, they give a highest priority for employee growth and try to avoid that disengagement. Okay, and if you take every organization want to be very personal in their relationship. So one example is Legal Monkey. These are the organizations. They appreciate for everything for the employees. Okay. Virgin Airlines. Okay. Very important, where people's voice is heard first and valued. Okay, like this Indian HCL Technology, great company. Take care of your employees and employees will take care of the customer. That is the biggest philosophy of HCL Technology. The former CEO, Vineet Nair, coined this. Take care of your employees, they will take care of, means take care of employees. Once the employees are taken care of it, you need not worry about it. Okay, these are the some of the examples where you can, disengagement can be overcome in the organization. Okay, next. Next is what are the drive? We have 5 more minutes. Is that right, Veda?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 5 more. Let's go to the, what are the important drivers for engagement? How do you make employees fully engaged? Okay. How do you make them involved? So there are 4 important aspects of highly engaged employment at the workplace. Okay, one is the opportunities they are provided for the employees. Okay, career growth, promotion, best compensation, best facilities and benefits, employee care, all that matters. That's the organization environment matters for good engagement. Okay. Then secondly, mental and physical well-being. Okay, that is employees' health and well-being. Let me tell you, today every organizations take care of their employees. Health employee, for example, health, they got a regular health checkup, they're covered under a lot of health insurances. You know, companies also provide a lot of physical, you know, sports facilities like a gym, yoga, swimming, sports and games, music, to excel in your other extracurricular activities, just not only work, but your whole life. Okay, their employees are also involved in decision making in terms of asking the feedback, suggestions, encouraging ideas, and the reward for the best ideas. Okay, and important thing is the leaders, the managers care for the employees. So employee care is the driver for good employee engagement. Okay, let's go to the next. What are the ways employees are engaged? This is important, guys. This you need to know. How organization uses different tools and strategies to engage employees. One is communication. They communicate with the employees. Okay, team communication. Okay, monthly communication, town hall meetings, CEO speaks. Then, you know, different varieties. Every company has got a different, like in our company, every manager has to spend with each employee every week, at least half an hour. They have to speak personally. They have to communicate, allow them to communicate. Then a lot of training programs like team building activities, reward and recognition initiatives. Okay. Creating opportunity for training and development, MDP programs, management development program. Guys, I have benefited a lot out of it because in my organ, wherever important, I have been gone for one of the best training programs in my life. I'm grateful for that. So many, even abroad. I've been going, at least I've gone thrice for advanced leadership training program to US and Japan. Company invested a lot. So again, internal competitions, sports, game, foundation day, you have a lot of activities. Now I want you to take down, this is your assignment for you, gamification, very important today. Today, gamification is one way of helping employees to learn their skills. Okay. Then a lot of surveys, HR people take a lot of surveys about employee satisfaction surveys, employee engagement surveys. Okay. Then having a coffee with your CEO, with your manager, or the lunch, team lunch, or a quarterly lunch or quarterly picnic, or going for a movie. So a lot of activities organizations make for employee engagement. Okay, so I have given you so many example for that. Okay, the last two is important. KPI gamification. Okay, that is key performance indicators. You got a clubs, you got an office vibe, you got a quantum workplace. Okay, I mean a lot of tools, I would say. Let's go to the next. I think time is running out, right? So I'll take 1 minute. I want to thank you. I think you have been wonderful. You already created the teams for your team project, right? All of you guys already done.
Yes,
I
sir.
saw that.
Yes, sir.
So that's really awesome. I really liked it. This is a challenging project. I have made you to make it very challenging, not easy one, but I'm sure that you'll have a lot of learning on that. Lot of learning. So anybody has got any issue, please connect with me offline, right? On WhatsApp, or you can call me up. I'll be there to support you, guide you. I'll be your guide for this project. And I want everyone to do a very successful project on that. Okay. The deadline is, I think we should do in 1 week. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Today's 27th. When you can complete it, guys? Can you please discuss and get? I'm going to allow you to decide what date you are going to do. I'll leave it to you, but let you please discuss and tell me when you're going to achieve this goal. Okay? You decide today and tell me, and tomorrow I want the complete list and the date on which you are going to complete this project.
Okay, sir.
And other things, I think, Veda, you can share this file with everyone who present here. Okay, I think.
Okay, sir.
Okay, please share with this whoever is there. I think they require the first thing. They need that because they have taken efforts to come over here. Please share only with those, and those who would like to have, they have to come for this session. Then they will get more inputs. Is that fair, guys? Is it fair?
You are the judge, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So there is some more important activities are there on employee engagement examples that will help you to understand. So this is important. So you, based on that, you can check what is the best practices of employee engagement in different sectors. Okay. That will be a great learning. Right. Any questions, please?
No, sir, nothing as of now.
Okay. Are we learning?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can somebody tell me they are learning quickly? What is that one thing each one of you learned today? Quickly, till time is running out.
So employee motivation.
Okay.
Ways of
How to
engaging
be-
different kinds of employees in an organization.
Engaging different kind of employees. Okay, good. Any other
Types of employees engagement.
types of employee engagement?
Successful.
Why employee engagement is necessary?
Why it is important to have employee engagement? The tools of employee engagement, right?
The
What are
benefits
the
of
ways?
employee.
Yeah. Okay.
And so through the examples, we learned how real life situations work.
Wonderful. So if you have any questions, your feedback is important to me. Please WhatsApp to me. I love to have your feedback. How is this session? What you learned? What we want to, learn more about it. Of course, I got a plan to get engaged in a different aspect of employee engagement. Today is the first session only we have done. Right? You are done for today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you for
Thank you, sir.
for
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
thank
much.
you.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.